Hello, this is Sheshachalam from Master Guide Mysore. Today, I will be answering questions which have been asked for class number 270. That where I have spoken on Jupiter and married life. This is a better way of, I think, solving doubts because it will be pertaining to a particular subject, and I can also keep track with regard to what I have spoken and the next coming doubts. So these doubts actually have been accumulated from past 45 days or something like that. So my wife is in the background once again, and she will be helping me by asking the questions in serial order. So let's start with this, doubts clarification session today. Yeah.
So the first question by Mr. Richard Johnson.
Okay.
For Gemini ascendant, Jupiter is in second house, exalted.
Yeah.
But it is 8 houses away from the seventh house, that is Sagittarius. So will the marriage life be affected due to the eighth
No,
house
seventh
placement?
house. Gemini is the ascendant.
Gemini is the ascendant.
Yeah.
So seventh is the Sagittarius.
Correct.
Seventh house Jupiter.
The seventh lord has got debilitated.
Exalted.
Exalted. Okay, in the second house. Okay. Yeah.
Because Cancer is the
Yeah,
second
yeah.
from Jupiter.
Oh, I understood. Yeah.
So, but it moves to 8 houses.
Yeah, from Sagittarius.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the question is, will the marriage life be affected due to this position?
Obviously, this is a very beautiful question wherein he is trying to go to the next level. See, usually we don't do this in the basics. In the basics, our analysis would be only pertaining to PAC of the house and the Lord. What is PAC? Position, aspect, and conjunction. So, for Gemini ascendant, for this example, I am just taking this example, Jupiter becomes the seventh lord. The Karaka for marriage is Venus, no doubt. So, I am not talking about the Karaka's placement and anything like that now because it will become a little complicated. Let us not go into that aspect. We will only take up, specifically Jupiter's placement. So, in the basic level, what we are doing is we will see the placement of Jupiter, aspects over Jupiter, and aspect by Jupiter, and conjunctions of Jupiter. This is the basic level. See, the next level would be that I would see where the Lagnadipati is placed, what is the relationship between Lagnadipati and the seventh lord, whether it is 6, 8, 2, 12, all these relationships have to become understood. The third level would be to understand the Karaka and its position, that is Venus and Karaka. This question is the fourth level. We have not gone into the divisional charts. Please don't go into the D9 chart. He has not asked me anything about the D9 chart. We have not even gone to the dispositor. The dispositor is now in this case, moon is the dispositor. We are not talking about the dispositor. This is a very higher level question wherein to first understand the Mula Trikona Sthana of a planet, any given planet. Like for every other planet, the Mula Trikona Sthana falls in its own sign, any one of the own sign, except for moon, for which the Mula Trikona Sthana falls in Vrishabha Rashi, where it gets exalted. 0 to 3 degrees is exaltation, 3 degrees to 30 degrees is Mula Trikona in Vrishabha Rashi, that is Taurus. That's only for moon. I'm just giving some clarity on Mula Trikona. So Jupiter, Mula Trikona and one house has been shared within the 30 degree span of Sagittarius. So that means Pisces is not such a great value added Rashi for Jupiter compared to Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a fantastic Rashi for Jupiter because that's where it becomes more comfortable and is very powerful. It gives out all its colors. So his question here is, from Sagittarius, Jupiter has moved 8 houses. What is Sagittarius for his particular question? It is the 7th house. So if the 7th lord has moved 8 houses from the 7th house, because when we count from Sagittarius, then we get Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. So 8 houses. So that's how it is. So if it has moved 8 houses, the 8th house being a Triksthana, Triksthanas are not only to be seen from Lagna, it has to be seen from Lagna, from Chandra Lagna, from Surya Lagna, from Dashanatha, and also from Karaka, and also from the Lordship owner, from the Lord. So these are the 5-6 levels we have to go. Try to understand astrology. People keep telling us astrology, sir, I have read a little bit of astrology, I do this. Please don't read little bit of astrology and then go too deep into it. Do a lot of research. It's required. When I have studied 35 years and I am telling you that I know very little bit. So there are people who have studied in-depth astrology. Great astrologers are there. So anyway, coming back to this point, the placement of any lord of any house from that given house, if it is placed in the 6th, 8th and the 12th from that house, it will decrease the strength of that given house and its significations. So that means here Jupiter being the 7th lord from Gemini, already it has given rise to Kendradipatya dosha. And what is Kendradipatya dosha? Jupiter is the lord of the 7th house and the lord of the 10th house. That means it is lord of 2 Kendras, quadrants. And when it is lord of 2 quadrants and it's not having any trinal lordship, that is Trikona lordship, that means it doesn't get cancelled. Kendradipatya dosha is there. So that means Jupiter already is a lord of hurdles. And that lord, being the 7th lord, moving 8 houses from the 7th house, will cause delay, hurdles, misunderstanding, and difficulty in marriage in the psychological level. Why psychological level? Because Jupiter is not emotional. Jupiter is not, yes, it is physically, it is challenging. Jupiter is physical because it is Thulakaya. It represents the body weight, the obesity, the mass, looks very Gambhira. Gambhira means very majestic, the stature is good. So all this is there, but that is not now actually asked for. What is he asking is whether there will be difficulty in relationship. Yes, out of the 5 levels of Pepsi, what I call it as, Pepsi, not the cola drink, once again, it is physical, emotional, psychological, spiritual, intellectual. The difficulty between psychological, spiritual, and intellectual levels between the husband and the wife will be there. Yeah.
Okay, that was a beautiful explanation.
Yeah, very lengthy, but
Yeah, you can just add this also. So even when it goes to the 12th,
yes.
yeah. So that people who are having this thing again in mind.
No, they'll again ask.
Yeah. So 6, 8, 12 from that respective house.
Okay. See, when the 7th lord, this is actually a new chapter, like one lord in another house, that I am going to do for all the lordships and planets. It is a very detailed thing. That is, when the 2nd lord goes to the 8th house, when the 2nd lord goes to the 4th house, what are the things? Anyway, I will just give you a small thing in it. This is a very detailed thing, question. 7th lord going to the 6th house from the 7th will be the 12th to the ascendant. So there might be chances that the native might fly abroad, get married to a person from a different religion, caste, race, ethnicity, might be. Secondly, 7th lord going to the 12th house also shows that if the 7th house is badly posited, if the 7th lord in the 12th house is having a malefic, what we call influence or conjunction, that means 12th house means loss, separation, displacement, movement. So that doesn't mean divorce. Please try to understand. Loss does not mean that you will lose everything at the same time. Loss means that there might be, like the husband might suddenly get a job in UAE, United Arab Emirates, from India. Does not want to take his wife because he is going to sleep in a bunker there. How can he take family? So the first 2 years he'll be going there. So these things can happen, that there might be separation because of some progress. Jupiter is progress, development in life. So this can also happen. And when Jupiter goes to the 12th from it, that is the 7th lord moves to the 12th from it, it is the 6th from the ascendant. The factors of the 6th house and the 12th house from the 7th house will affect. 6th house from the ascendant, 12th house from the 7th will affect. Once again, the spouse might be from a foreign country coming to your country, and you might get married to her here or him here. It's like somebody, born in US settling down in India. It can happen, it has happened. Italians coming and getting married to Indians, settling down in Chennai. It has happened. So many things are there. It also can be that your spouse might be very knowledgeable in service-oriented, government sectors. So there are so many things. So please do not, it's a very big chapter.
Okay, we'll go to the second question.
Yeah.
Okay, second question is asked by Vaishnavi Devi. She is asking that Jupiter debilitated in Capricorn in 4th house in D1 and Jupiter in 7th house in Aries in Navamsha. So Jupiter
Aries in Navamsha means Jupiter is in first, that is Shravana.
So
Shravana Nakshatra, first pada, because after Uttarashada Nakshatra, 3 padas which are there in Capricorn, next comes Shravana. So Shravana first pada will fall in Aries. Yes, that is in Navamsha.
The Lagna is Vargotama, Libra.
Okay.
Now description of Jupiter's placement, will it relate to Navamsha as well? So Jupiter and married life.
Yes.
So now it is debilitated in D1
Yes.
and it is in Aries in D9.
Please, one thing to be very clear, one concept to be clear. Any planet which is in the 4th house of the D1 chart, any planet, if it is not afflicted anyway, you should not tell me that, sir, Mercury and Ketu are very together in the 4th house, sir, then that means the same formula will work. No, it will not work. So please, that question I have solved here itself. So repeatedly listen to this, don't ask me that question. Okay, Moon Ketu in the 4th house, very close by, sir. Combust Mercury in the 4th house, no. Now very clearly I am telling, if Jupiter in this case or any planet in the 4th house gives Sukha, whether it is debilitated, whether it is not debilitated. Debilitation does not mean that the whole planet is dead. People have a very wrong concept. Even I have been getting questions like, about Rishi Sunak, and I don't want to comment on this much, but still, Mercury combust. How come he went to that place? Let me give a small glimpse. People will attain higher levels not only because of one planet, there are many other planets which are actually very strong in the chart. I have a lot of examples wherein the same dasha, the same antardasha, and the same mahadasha, antardasha, and pratyantar dasha has given marriage. They have gone beautifully on the honeymoon, and the same pratyantar dasha has given divorce. Please, anybody can explain? I can explain, but I want these people who simply tell that you need to do a lot of research in astrology. I have done my research. I'm not challenging these people,
and
but
we
still.
Are doing.
We are doing. I'm not telling that I know everything. I am the person who directly admits that only know 2%. But anyway, the question was that Jupiter is debilitated in the 4th house in the Rashi Kundali. It is giving Sukha. Sukha Sthana means the place of enjoyment and acquiring comfort. So that planet has gone to Bhagyasthana, the 9th house in the D9 chart. Obviously, when Jupiter is related to marriage, this question very clearly is correctly asked. Yes. Yeah, for Libra it goes to Gemini, right?
No, Aries.
It has gone to Aries.
Yeah, opposite to it.
Oh, not Gemini.
No.
Jupiter is in Aries.
Yeah.
It has gone to the 7th house, and being in the 4th house in the D1 chart and going to the 7th house in the D9 chart, obviously Jupiter will have a lot to do in married life, and being a malefic, it's a prime malefic for Libra. Though it is sitting in the fourth house Sukhasthana, it will give good, luxurious married life, but marital relationship will not be that great. So it doesn't mean that you get married to a great business family in India that you will be happy. So happiness is different, luxury is different. So Sukha is different, uh, Nemmadi, that is what is called as peacefulness, is different. So there will be a lot of conflicts one day in, day in, day out. There will be conflicts, dissatisfaction, what we call it as. Yeah.
Okay. So next question by Mr. Amit Divekar. He is asking Jupiter in 7th house in Sagittarius. Same for Gemini ascendant. And it is aspected by Saturn from 10th house.
Jupiter is in Gemini for Sagittarius. Once again,
Jupiter is in Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
For Gemini ascendant.
Gemini ascendant, Sagittarius.
Same thing. And it is aspected by Saturn from the 10th house. So Saturn is in Pisces. Is it forming a Hamsa Yoga or it will affect the marriage life? It's forming.
See, Hamsa Yoga, whether there is any planet aspecting it or not, has not been specifically given in Parashara Parashastra. Hamsa Yoga happens if Jupiter is placed in a Kendra from the ascendant, and that's a double condition, and it is in its own sign or Mula Trikona or sign of exaltation. That's all. So in this case, yes, Hamsa Yoga is there. Whether the quantum of the yoga, the intensity of its positive performance is there or not, we need to see from the degree, from the ascendant degree, Jupiter's degree,
And the
aspect degree, and everything else, and other placements of Jupiter in the other divisional charts. So Hamsa Yoga will not give, when somebody tells that I have Sasa Yoga, sir, fantastically placed Sasa Yoga. So the fantastically placed Sasa Yoga should be seen in all the other divisional charts. If every divisional chart it is stupidly placed, that means in D1 it doesn't give promise. It shows in D1, but the promise is from every divisional chart. D10,
so
D9.
Which area basically?
Which area of a family, life.
Results. Yeah.
If in family life it fails, if in profession it fails, and if in with parents it fails, what is that yoga useful for? Though it is there in the D1 chart. So that's why we need to see that's why the divisional charts have been given in the Parashara system.
So it will affect the marriage life, yes, because Saturn's aspect is there. So definitely it will affect the marriage life.
Yeah, certainly. Saturn is anyway called as a partial Yogakaraka for a Gemini ascendant, but still.
But it's the 8th Lord also.
8th Lord also.
Okay, next question by Vasanta. She has asked that you have told Satkalatra Yoga in 7th house for Gemini ascendant brings no happy married life, but now you are telling it is excellent position. So which one is right, sir? People have not understood.
For particularly Jupiter and married life, I have taken an arbitrary Lagna of Gemini. I have not taken it specifically. I have not taken Jupiter and married life for Gemini. I have done it Jupiter and married life for all Lagnas. And when I put it on the board, I think I had put number 1 on Gemini, and that's why this question is arising. Okay, let me come to this point. Satkalatra Yoga means you will get a spouse who is honest, who is reliable, who has integrity towards family, who has patience, and who is pious. Who does not want these qualities in her husband or his wife? Everybody wants. Whether it is a happy married life or not, I cannot tell you that, no. Getting married to a nice person does not mean that you are a happy married life, you will be flying high in sky. No, nothing like that. See, the quality of the person is only defined in Satkalatra Yoga. Satkalatra Yoga does not give Sukha Vivaha Yoga. No. It might give. It can give. There is a possibility.
Ascendant Lord.
You have to see other things. Ascendant Lord, 7th Lord,
D9.
D9, so many things. So Satkalatra Yoga and Suputra Yoga means you will have good children, you will have a good wife. Whether Suputra Yoga does not mean that the sun will stay with you throughout life, he will take care of you, he will never go to US or Australia and he will not leave you people. Nothing like that. You have to see the other chart.
Also, I would like to add here that suppose in D1 it is in 7th house posited well, but in D9 if it is malefically influenced by strong planets, again there will be a lot of difficulty.
Correct, correct. So, particularly for Gemini ascendant, anyway, she has asked for, Vasanta has asked for Gemini ascendant.
Gemini ascendant.
Again, I will reiterate. Today, I think everything was on Gemini ascendant.
Yeah.
Huh? You can put it as Gemini ascendant. So, Gemini ascendant people are having two difficult marriages or what? I don't know. There are too many questions on marriage life. I can understand. Because Jupiter is the 7th and 10th lord giving rise to Kendradipatya dosha and it is a prime malefic for Gemini. Mars is also not a prime malefic. Jupiter is one of the biggest malefic planets for Gemini. It will test your patience, test your caliber, and test your intelligence and everything else in married life because it is the 7th lord. And when it is placed in the 7th house, Karako Bhavanashaya to a certain extent will work. I will not go into Karako Bhavanashaya fully because Jupiter for female charts have been referred as the Karaka for the spouse. In some commentaries, I will not take up those new astrological tenets, but still it has been referred. And for male charts, Venus has been taken up as the Karaka for spouse. So I think I have clarified. I think this is enough for today.
Yeah, this is enough for now.
Thank you. God bless.
Thank you, sir.